number 6 just about to tip off. Gary's going to grab a camera, jump on the floor. The road team will be Germantown. They will be in their road blacks.
Kettle Moraine is a tobacco-free district.
And De Pere will be in their home white.
On school premises. Kettle Moraine High School.
With Coach Ron Gavinsky, I'm Ed Rowie. Again, this is game number 6. Out at the Chick-fil-A Kettle Moraine Thanksgiving Classic. We haven't had a classic yet, G. Closest game has been 8 on our side of the gym. There are 2 gyms of basketball going. But this game, well, we have a lot of high hopes for this. Our first game of the season for GTV. Sponsored by JVB Insurance. We're going to get that all out early and often this season.
Now, the starting lineups.
Here's our starting lineups.
First for Germantown. Number 1, K.K. Arnold. Number 13, Gretchen McNeil. Number 23, Emily Wisner. Number 24, Lucy Leinecker. And number 32, Rachel Murphy. And now, the starting lineup for De Pere. Number 5, McKenna Shishelsek. Number 12, Oakley Williams. Number 13, Claire Bjorky. Number 22, Avery Bierowski. And number 23, Jordan Mullen.
There are no Smiths or Johnsons on that De Pere team. G, don't try to announce any of their names. And you already screwed that up, so maybe you should just punt. GTV is back on air. Game number 1 for the defending champion Germantown Warhawks. Whole new lineup, whole new crew for Germantown. But it all starts with number 1, K.K. Arnold, who committed to UConn on Monday of this week. She's a junior, and she's going to lead the 7 seniors of Germantown into battle as the ball is up. And we're underway. Right away, KK on the floor. Nobody can come up with the ball, and eventually it ends up in the hands of Mulmans. Cut off. Not there. Good trap, nothing. 3 on the way, no good. Rebound. Whiz Kid. Good extra pass. Germantown up and under, score. That was Rachel Murphy with the layup.
That's baby Murphy. That's Karina's little sister.
I know, this is crazy. Down the lane, shot up, off the back iron. Rebound, Lucy Leininger. Yet another sophomore is in the starting lineup with Murphy, Leininger on the block. Goes to the hoop, rolls off.
God, I could go for a cold Leininger right about now.
Shishelic. McKenna Shishelic for De Pere. G, again, don't say any of the last names. You're just call them by number.
G gave us the thumbs up.
He knows where his bread's buttered.
And I don't want to screw any kids' names up.
We had you on mute there, G. Sorry.
I think the refs are discussing how to say some of these names. I think
And you did tell them not to come and see me.
I think they should skip me too.
Might as well skip me while you're at it.
They were just checking on dinner plans. Their reservation has been confirmed, and we're back to playing basketball.
Hey, tonight's game brought to you by JVB Financial Advisor. Hey, big thanks to Jay and JVB for their support of W7 and GTV. They're supporting us all basketball season long.
I believe I said insurance, and that's financial advisor. Big difference.
Huge. They do insurance, but he does a lot more than just insurance.
Understood. But nonetheless, great to have him as our sponsor. Thank you, Jay. KK down the lane. Shot, no good. She split them all, but unable to finish. Muehlman comes away. Gives it up to Shashelik, who goes to the hoop and finishes. And we're tied early on at 2.
So game within the game, Muehlman's guarding Arnold. That'll be an interesting one to watch.
Wisner shot, no good.
Guys, I said at the beginning of the year, the success of Germantown is directly tied to the success of Emily Wisner and her game this year. KK needs someone to run with her.
And she's committed to Carroll. She's going to run with Natalie Paulskiller, teammate from a year ago. Lob inside, good seal and finish. Jordan Muehlmans. She got Leininger on her back and was able to finish. Pull up, 12-footer, no good. That was Gretchen McNeil. Ball batted around. Claire Bjorgi pushes, nothing there.
Did Gretsch wear 13 last year?
She did.
Okay.
Rebound. Leininger, nope, Murphy. Get the ball to KK. 15-15 remaining first half. KK pull up. No good. Ooh. McNeil comes over.
Play.
Yeah, letting them play a little more physical than the last game where it was touch, touch, touch. But you know, each game's called differently. Foul on the floor, and as we say, letting them play, there's a foul and a finish.
Isn't that how it always goes?
Germantown foul on number.
Jordan Muehlmans finishes the shot and going to the line.
Fouls on number 32, Rachel Murphy, her first.
Fouls on Murphy.
Karina Murphy, of course, part of the 2020-21 state champion Germantown Warhawks girls basketball, graduated class of 21. Heck of a soccer player.
7-2 early on. KK to the hoop, finish. Looks like some of the crowd were saying some things. I'm guessing the very foolish overrated chant, because she finished and looked right at him like, you want to come at me? Let's go. Whiz kid to the hoop. Unable to finish. KK put back, not there. Tapped out of bounds, off Germantown. That was Calla Labs. A little bump, but it goes out. This is game number 6 of the day. As day number 1 comes to a close, day number 2, we'll gear up and do it all again tomorrow. And we got to travel.
Typical Germantown, running, jumping.
This De Pere team, 23-4 a year ago. Coach Jeremy Boileau. 3 on the way. Whiz kid for 3. 7 up the score. First tie of the day.
WizKid hit 32 threes last year.
Drop step, good defense, nothing there. Shot off the mark. Murphy rebounds, up to KK. Drive, kick, 3 in the corner, long. Put back Wisner. Ball batted around, ends up in WizKid's hands, and she finishes. 9-7 Germantown.
7-0 run for Germantown. Nice
Back door,
Jordan.
Gotta draw the charge there. You're not blocking shots. They'll learn from that. Coach Stuvie will see that. And you got a charge to take there. I mean, how many blocks are they going to get? Whereas Hortonville, last game, everybody's 6 feet tall. This team, no, not so much. Muehlman's free throw short.
I got to say big thanks to the De Pere coaches and players. Gave us a nice little care package of De Pere gear and just some De Pere memorabilia that we could use for our studio and our office. So thank you guys. We love Redbirds girls basketball.
Second free throw good for Muehlmans. 9-8 the score.
KK dumped the leggings. If you noticed, she had leggings for the pregame.
Yes.
She went back to the locker room and got rid of them.
Ball deflected out of bounds.
That's where we are now. We're we're tracking that, I guess.
That was interesting.
Like paparazzi, I guess. That's what we do. We track KK Arnold's wardrobe.
At 7:21, she went into the locker room. There's the trap. They get it to the center of the floor. Deflected. Deflected again. On the floor. That's going to be a foul.
And
That's
Coach,
going to be
you
a
know
J.C. Manny, the freshman.
You know how it is, Coach. I mean, you get, as an athlete, I mean, you get into a routine and you think, I'm going to change it this year. And then you get to that first game, and you're like,
Nope.
Maybe not.
That is correct.
And this year and next year, everything KK does, people are going to notice.
It's so magnified.
Right.
Yeah, this gym did not empty. After every game, the teams have
crowd of the
left.
night.
Not for this one.
No, it's we got
This
a
is
good
the
crowd
biggest
here.
crowd of the night.
It'll be that way all year.
And there's another 40 to 50 standing on the baseline. Maybe more. Turnover. In the hands of KK, looks up. Nothing there. She keeps it. Top of the key. Wisner sets up. No good. Rebound. Shashelik. Good pass and finish.
Sophie Hakeman.
Sophie Haifman with that finish. KK, that's a charge. Yeah, that was an easy call.
Germantown foul.
And I would guess this year, Coach, that a lot of teams are going to teach the last level to look for charges on her.
Yeah. I think that was Oakley Weddick that took the charge, and she comes out of the game. That was a full steam ahead. And a great job by Oakley to get the charge. Here's the backcourt pressure. Foul! Basket good. And we're going to shoot a free throw. Sophie Haifman.
Germantown foul number 13, Gretchen McNeil. Her first.
Foul on Chen.
Fifth.
Her first.
Hakeman at the line, shooting 2.
Oh, just in case the one referee that didn't know it went in.
Hakeman at the line, shooting 1.
Had to make sure everybody noticed him, apparently. Because the entire gym's, well,
Everybody in
he's
gym
doing his
knew it.
job.
Yep.
Free throw off the mark. Leininger gets it to KK. Inside out dribble to the hoop. Rolls off. Hustle rebound. McNeil, put back good.
Chen for 2.
Gretchen McNeil. She says, how do you do?
Get away, Chen.
Well, we talked about, you said Wiz kids got to step up and be that running mate. We need that. You know,
McNeil
Germantown
to
needs
do the
that,
same thing.
well, or somebody does, because if you remember last year, it was Acker and Arnold. And then, lo and behold, this kid that played as this junior who was on the team that played a little bit, all of a sudden turned into probably, you know, you can't say the most important cog, but she was defensively their most important piece, and that is Natalie Paulskill. They need somebody like that to turn it around. Pass out of bounds. You know, you need that. You need everybody to step up. You need those players to make that big leap. And you know, every team's looking at that.
Well, exactly. And on the defensive side, Germantown has 2 scorers.
KK on the foul.
You know,
Welcome back, KK.
teams can defend 2 kids. It's when you have a 3rd kid that can score, it makes your team that much better.
Harvard shooting 1.
KK, the hoop, the harm, and the foul. Free throw, good. Old-fashioned three-point play for KK.
Checking in for Germantown, number 44, Danica Goss.
Danica Gaz checking in. Another freshman. So 2 freshmen getting some time for Germantown. We already talked about the sophomores that started in Leininger and Murphy. This is a young team. This is a very young team, deflected out of bounds. But Coach Stuvey, that he's got a style, he's got a tempo that he's going to play, and if you fit that mold, you're going to play.
It's weird seeing somebody wear number 24 for Germantown that's not Jalen Acker.
It is different. Drive, kick, whiz kid, got it! from KK. 18-12, the overture for the score. 11:35 remaining first half.
The overture for the score.
KK getting on the floor. Got to be careful not to commit a foul. Timeout, DePere. We'll take it with him.
That's the line of the night, the overture for the score.
We'll take it with him. You're watching W7.
GTV, presented by JVB Financial Advisor, is on W7. I'm a financial planner. Started doing this 36 years ago, back in 1985. What my best clients say I do for them is help them feel comfortable about their money and about their insurance protection. Work with young people that are just out of college and just getting started, to people that are nearing retirement, or some that are already in retirement. There's no obligation, there's no fees or anything like that. We just like to have a conversation and see if it makes sense to sit down and maybe talk about things a little further.
Okay. GTV is back, presented by JVB Financial Advisors. 18-12 our score. Germantown ebbs and flows, back and forth.
9-0 run for Germantown.
We've had 4 lead changes, 3 ties, 3 top of the key, off the mark. Great box out from Chen. Great pass from KK up ahead, layup off the mark from Gaz. Gotta love, obviously you're gonna love the vision of KK, but trusting her teammates, especially a freshman. 3 off. Leininger comes away with it. She's got a full head of steam to the hoop. Shot, no good. Ball batted around. Ends up in the hands of 22, Avery Borowski. And
KK was out of
KK
bounds.
had the ball but stepped out of bounds. Whew, this pace, G. You're getting tired watching.
Yeah, but we're used to seeing this.
Yes, we
pace.
are. You're
I
right.
mean,
You're right.
and in the 4 years that Germantown's been in the GMC, this is how they play.
Block from Gretchen McNeil.
Chen's got the latitude coming in tonight. I like it. She's channeling her inner Natalie.
She's definitely playing with that next level confidence.
Yes, much more confident this
We
year
saw
for Chen.
we saw it a lot towards the second half of the season last year, but it really is like a different level.
Jordan.
Good execution, and Muehlmans gets a backdoor layup, 18-14.
She's very special.
She's a great player. Averaged 21 a game last year.
And was first team All-State.
3 on the way. Good! Emily Wisner, her third 3 of the half, and it's 21-14.
She's answering Gary's plea.
Shot off the mark. Wisner gets it to Chen, crossing the timeline, gets it to KK. Wise decision. Get it to 1. Let her go to work. She does. Bounce pass. McNeil, she should have gone up right away.
Put the ball behind her.
Well, yeah, it was a half-hearted shot fake, and it allowed the defense to recover and get the block. But Germantown retains possession.
And that's where you need to keep the ball on your forehead.
12-2 run for G-Town.
KK to trigger. Gets it to McNeil. Top of the key. Leininger to the hoop. Underneath. Layup good. And a steal by Gaz. Layup good. Germantown basketball.
First 4 points of her career.
On her, overlaid. Leininger again. Pitch it ahead. Wisner up ahead. Layup. Germantown. Good. The lead is 13.
Well, in the WIS Sports article on DePere, one of their weaknesses, the coach said, was taking care of the basketball.
I don't know if you want to put that out there when your next game is Germantown coming up, but you know what? I love the honesty.
Well, yeah.
Wow, Germantown.
And this is a staple of Germantown.
Ball thrown away, recovered. Thrown away again. This is going to be a backcourt violation. Nope, great hustle.
Guys, it's an 18-2 Germantown run.
Borgie tied up, steps through the double and triple team. Kick it, weak side. Germantown recovers. 3 on the way. Good. Jordan Muehlmans. I would say that's the one you don't want to lose.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Look underneath. McNeil, catch and finish. Full timeout on the floor. And Germantown is rolling 29-17. We'll take it with them. You're watching W7.
GTV, presented by JVB Financial Advisor, is on W7. I'm a financial planner. Started doing this 36 years ago, back in 1985. What my best clients say I do for them is help them feel comfortable about their money and about their insurance protection. Work with young people that are just out of college, just getting started, to people that are nearing retirement or some that are already in retirement. There's no obligation, there's no fees or anything like that. We just like to have a conversation and see if it makes sense to sit down and maybe talk about things a little further.
GTV presented by JVB Financial Advisor. Germantown on a major roll, 29-17. You've got players. I mean, let's go back to that steal on the inbound. You get a layup from Leininger, and on the inbound pass, Danica Gaza, freshman, comes flying in. Not only does she steal it, she steals it and flips it back to Leininger, who lays it in. Just like that, a hiccup of 4 points. And this is Germantown basketball at its finest. Gretchen McNeil with the block. Inside Jordan Muhlmans. So they haven't found the answer for that, but they have shut down pretty much everyone else. KK to the hoop. No foul call. We're going to get a foul on McNeil.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing. The look on McNeil's face, like I didn't foul. I didn't see it.
Got to hit the mute. There we go. 8:15 and counting, 29-19. G-Town up. Oh, a little push, a little accidental push. Kala, she's so nice. She reaches down immediately to help her up. Like, sorry, didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to forearm shiver you 14 feet.
Kala lobs.
Hey, Cal's getting big-time minutes. She's getting made.
She
you know,
is.
this isn't the end of the game like last year. This
She deserves it.
Absolutely. This is I'm on the floor, and I'm going to make my presence known.
She belongs there.
Free throw, no good. McNeil rebounds, her fourth. KK in the open court. Look out. If you do not stop her, what do you do? It's open court basketball. Just.
Oh, I mean, what do you do with that?
Cross court pass to Muhlmans. Oh, great look inside and finish. Avery Borowski. 31-20, 31-21, 7:45 and counting. KK down the lane. Good.
Gee, how many points does KK have?
I think it's only 10.
9.
Okay, 9. Yeah, she's been sharing. It's been McNeil. It's been a great balance. And now a turnover. McNeil, look at her getting on the floor. And they're going to say jump ball. Ooh, that was quick.
Ed, I got to say this. I think your point earlier, Jen McNeil may be the Natalie Paulskill this year. I mean, she is on the floor. She's aggressive. And she's fighting every possession. Now, she may not do the scoring that Paulskill does, but I think Jen could fill that role.
Into the game, number 5, J.C. Manny.
Well,
She's back.
Coach Stuvey has a uncanny way to get kids to play.
He does.
And then the following year, they become such better players.
Yes, you're right. He does.
I mean, he plays, 9, 10 kids all the time.
That's very much like Bo Ryan, what he used to do at Wisconsin. The players, the jump they would make year after year. And you see it, I'm not comparing Coach Stuvey, and I'm sure he would love to hear this, and I'm comparing him to Bo Ryan. But, I mean, you see that. You see the development.
That's what great coaches do.
But it's also a credit to the kids and the players.
Without a doubt.
Double team, good step through.
And, this game is being played at Germantown's pace.
It is. Inside look and finish. 13, Claire Borghi. 33-23. 6:50 and counting, first half. Germantown up. Skip pass, 3 on the way. Murphy! Rachel Murphy!
Baby Murphy for 3.
Here we thought Germantown was going to be down and not be able to score. They've got 36 heading to a 50-burger in the first half. J.C. Manny comes away with it up ahead. Murphy to the hoop, gets it blocked. Bjorgi with the block. Sorry, Borowski with the block.
Avery.
6:15 left first half. I don't know, to your point, G, I don't know if De Pere can play at this pace for 2 halves.
yeah.
I don't either.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I say that because in the 4 years that 5 years that they've been at GMC, this is the way Germantown plays all the time.
Muhlmans has it taken away, but a foul called on Manny on the floor.
If you're gonna front Muhlmans like that, you got to give her backside help.
I think Manny was there, but just a little late.
Time foul on number 5, J.C. Manny, her second.
Manny now with 2 fouls. Back on the floor, Danica Gaz. She returns. And Lucy Leiniger goes out.
You know what Coach Duvey does that I really love is it's the constant rotation, just constantly kids shuffling in and out, Go in for 3 minutes, come out. Go in for 5 minutes, come out. I love that approach.
You know who hasn't gone out?
Well, we know who's not going to go out.
Well, the other thing that's Coach
Well, it's a
Stubbe-
trivia question. Put it out there.
Yeah.
The other thing is if you see Coach Stuvey on the sideline, he has a
Calm demeanor, yeah.
among-
Oh, he does.
Muhlmans hits them both.
He runs cool.
Look at KK. Tripped up.
Uh-oh.
Landed on her elbow hard.
Shooting arm, too.
She's fine.
If you don't know, then I don't know where you've been the last week, but we covered KK Arnold's commitment ceremony and signing announcement for her verbal commitment for college, going to the University of Connecticut. She'll be a UConn Husky, and doesn't surprise me. She really doesn't surprise you, Ed. You called it.
Well, I called it, but sort of last minute. We talked about it. KK right on cue. It was, yes, I called it. I said, in my reasoning being, she's the best. She wants the best. She wants to play for the best. And that was why I kind of had to change a heart in that. When we went back and forth, I thought maybe family was involved. Now KK picks up her second.
When KK made that 3, I made eye contact with Scott Willems, assistant coach at Michigan, and we were both just like, duh.
Well, that was 3 feet behind the arc.
I know.
Well, if she can hit her
If she can
outside
hit
shot
those-
consistent, there ain't anybody that's going to stop her individually.
But she hasn't had that shot, G. If she's added that to the repertoire, I mean, good luck.
And I watched her a little on video during her AAU summer. She's developed an outside shot now.
Well, it was pretty strong last year, and it's just getting better and better. Free throw good.
And if you're a De Pere fan, let me just tell you, it's going to be a Germantown broadcast. Germantown is our home school. At the same time, we're going to give De Pere plenty of love. We love the Redbirds.
Absolutely.
Too.
Jordan Muhlmans, 14 first half points.
Well, going into this game, Germantown's rated 6th in the state, and De Pere is rated 7th in the state.
Oh, yeah, it's a great matchup.
I mean, it's an awesome matchup.
Yeah, and then number 1 in the area is Germantown. Statewide is coaches' votes.
Right.
A little hook shot, I should say. Sophie Hafman. Quick pass up ahead. Kick out 3. Short. KK Hustle would have hit her leg.
Hit her leg.
Yeah, it hit KK's leg. KK came flying and threw it off the De Pere player, and it hit she threw too hard. And it hit off her leg and hit KK's leg.
Do you guys notice? I mean, KK's a little more demonstrative this year than she was last year.
Well, yeah, she's also a junior. But what KK did there that people don't realize, by her hustle there, she tells her teammates to play as hard.
That's a great point.
And when your teammates see her play that hard, you want to raise your level.
You better.
The ball game for Germantown.
And the other thing that we haven't talked much about is In this state, you have two of the best players in the state on this floor at the same time.
Yes.
And I won't say names.
Nope.
23 for De
23
Pere
and 1.
and 1 for German.
Sarah Rudy checking in for Germantown.
Nice
Drop pass. McNeil. 3 people stepped up to, and KK found the littlest seam to drop the pass.
Natalie Paulshill made a living on that last year on that drop pass.
4:15 remaining, 13-point lead Germantown. Just as we expected. Tons of offense. Great pass inside underneath. Wisner comes away with the rebound.
Can De Pere survive the storm? I mean, that's the question.
Yeah, can they play 36 minutes at this pace?
3, Leininger, no good.
Right now, G, if they can get into the locker room down single digits, that's a big win for De Pere, I think.
I think you're right, and that's something you talked about earlier, Coach.
Right, and then the first 3 minutes coming out of half are huge.
They're huge. You're right. They are enormous.
Foul on Sarah Rudy. Camera lady, camera woman, camera person extraordinaire. She stepped up last year, helped us out, and was, man, she was awesome.
So good.
She saved us.
There was the best.
Yeah, she saved us one night.
Great.
And bless her heart, she deserves this playing time she's getting. She was a junior that played JV to come back this year to play and be a part of this team. Timeout, Germantown. We're going to take it with them. You're watching W7.
GTV, presented by JVB Financial Advisor, is on W7. I'm a financial planner. Started doing this 36 years ago, back in 1985. What my best clients say I do for them is help them feel comfortable about their money and about their insurance protection. Work with young people that are just out of college and just getting started, to people that are nearing retirement, or some that are already in retirement. There's no obligation, there's no fees or anything like that. We just like to have a conversation and see if it makes sense to sit down and maybe talk about things a little further.
Class.
He is a class guy.
We're back live. You got the tail end of our conversation.
GTV presented by JVB Financial Advisor. 41-28, 3:45 remaining.
Hey, we're live on YouTube. Monitoring comments. If you want to comment where you're, let's see who's watching from the furthest away. And if you're a UConn fan, just put in the comments, go UConn. We'll know, because I'm curious to see how many UConn folks we have watching.
Second free throw, no good. Sarah Rudy rebounds. KK pushing across the timeline. In, out, up, back. Step back, 3. Oh, my God.
Unbelievable.
Oh, my God. 44-28. Hope, pray.
A lot of time putting in the game right there, offensively.
And a turnover.
You just don't show up and the light comes on. You work on that move a lot.
Well, I mean, when you play for USA basketball, I mean, you're around some pretty good players, pretty good coaches. I mean, that's got to help.
Ball batted around. De Pere comes away with it. Redbirds getting pressured in the backcourt. Wisner, McNeil at about 6. They are able to break it, but nearly throw it away. KK doesn't want to commit a foul. She backs off. Open 3. No good.
De Pere softball checking in with us on Twitter. Love you guys.
Ullman's finish.
We'll come see you again next year. We had fun with the De Pere team. We'll come see you guys again.
44-30, 2:35 remaining. First half.
Oh.
Wisner back to KK. Leininger. Boy, she is not shy. She has got it. Lucy Leininger.
Put some time in, Coach.
Well, but you can't play scared, and that was going against 2. Oh, Muehlmans. She's up to 19, I believe, if my numbers are correct.
I think she's more than that.
Up ahead, Leininger. No good. Gets her own rebound. Kicks it out. Wisner comes away with it. Whiz Kid.
And
Foul.
Wiz doesn't
20.
need 20 points a game. I mean, Wiz, Wiz can drain a couple threes. I mean, that's huge for this
That's
team.
all she has to do. Of course, you hit 3 a half. When you're averaging 6 of them a game, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that works. That definitely works.
Wiz has got 13 so far. Number 23 has 20 yet.
Okay. Jordan Muleman's.
On pace for 40.
Wisner was open on that, and KK went to the outside. Wisner, rolls off.
That's Wisner's
Good,
shot
hard,
right
strong
there.
rebound by Haithman. Oh, and they called an offensive foul on Haithman.
Yeah, they did.
That was blocked by our gear.
But a giant top of a case blocks out the sun.
KK top of the key, 1:45 remaining. Calls for a screen, gets it from Leininger. Wisner, she lets it fly, no good. Ball tipped out of bounds off Leininger. Six seniors on the De Pere squad. 7 for Germantown. So these teams have been through a lot.
No, nice pass.
Travel?
She did.
I don't know.
I'm with you.
That looked pretty good to me. Just saying. That looked pretty good.
But they're the Stripes. They make the final
Yep,
decision.
they do, and they're
46-33.
a lot closer to it than we are.
Yeah, and that was opposite of us. KK in and out, back and nothing there. Now she gets to the hoop.
Oh, they're
Shove.
letting them play us.
Look at
So-
McNeil battle, and she's going to go shoot 2.
Telling you, Chen is a difference maker this year. I can see it right now.
De Pere foul on number 13, Claire Bjorky.
And again, this is a De Pere team with 4 of their 5 starters back. That was 23-4 a year ago.
McNeil shooting 2.
This is a veteran squad. This is a very good basketball team, and Germantown is really taking it at them early on.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's a veteran team.
So you have to, you almost by default expect them to come out in the second half with a different look because of that veteran presence.
McNeil's 11th point right there.
I mean, they got 48 points in the first half.
Yeah, they're going to get a 50 burger. Muleman's.
And last year, I think Germantown averaged around 76 points a game.
Yes, they did. So I believe it was 76, 77 points. You're
Yeah.
exactly right.
Look how long Muleman's is. I mean, just her legs and arms, just long. Great frame for a basketball player.
Free throw good.
Yeah, she was first team All-State.
Yeah.
Third-ranked kid in the state of Wisconsin in her class.
Going to Butler next year.
Yep.
Oh,
Boy, they're getting a good one. 48-35, a minute 05 left.
playing at Hinkle.
Yeah, right?
The field. Oh, that's beautiful. 48-35. We're under a minute left, first half. Wisner puts it on the floor. McNeil to the hoop, kick out. Leininger 3, no good. McNeil battles, comes
at
away
Jen.
with it. Gets it to KK. KK by Muleman's. Splits the defense, she's going to shoot a couple.
That possession made possible by Gretchen McNeil.
And that's about the third time this game that's happened. That you could have said that.
Her second. The team
Sophie Haithman with the foul.
Arnold at the line, shooting 2.
6-foot sophomore commits her second foul. KK, good.
I don't know if you noticed in that last possession when KK gave the ball
Lauren
up,
Schneider returns.
number 23 denied her getting the ball back, which is going to wear 23 out.
Danica Goss.
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, this Jordan Muleman's. I mean, she's going to Butler, so you
Well,
play
yeah.
both ends. You go into Butler, you're going to be playing high
Could be in
caliber.
good shape.
Yeah, right. But you're right. You will see how that plays out.
Well, my point I'm trying to make is their best player is 23, and now you have her denying KK the ball, which it's tough to do.
You're right.
Yeah.
15-point lead. KK hits them both and then takes a seat on the bench. Played good chunk of that first half with 2 fouls. So she takes a break, and there it is, a 50 burger.
Yeah.
I didn't see this coming.
No.
Up and under, partial block. Muleman shoved her teammate, and Bjorgi's able to finish. 15 seconds left. Wisner crossing the timeline. Leininger, great to the hoop, no good. Bjorgi, 5 seconds. 3, pull up, no good. Ball batted around, that's our half. Our score at halftime. Germantown 50, De Pere 37. GTV, sponsored by JVB Financial Advisor, is at half. From Kettle Moraine High School, you're watching.
21-18, Germantown by 3. Timeout, Brookfield Central. Take a quick break and come back. You're watching W7 Live.
And here comes Gretchen McNeil, Olivia McNeil's sister.
And Natalie's sister.
Germantown girls basketball back in T-minus 46 days, people.
Chen knows, man.
That was epic.
Chen is all over that. That was Gretchen McNeil checking in. Chen, as we call her.
She's counting down the days.
46 days till Germantown basketball is back on the air. I love that. Oh my gosh, I got goosebumps just seeing that.
If you don't know W7, you don't know Germantown girls basketball. I'm Emily Wisner. And I'm Natalie McNeil. And W7 is for the girls.
I forgot a mask. Okay, go get one. Give me one too. Here. Talk to the vlog. What is this thing? Woo! How do I? Oh. Sorry. Hey vlog. Wait, do I go like this? No, that's there. Hey vlog. You're in my car. It says Go G-Town in the back. We got all of our stuff. We got a lot of stuff back there.
If you don't know W7, you don't know Germantown girls volleyball. I'm Lauren Sitter. I'm Abby Weicker. And W7 is for the girls.
I will see you on GTV.
(21-18) Germantown by 3. Timeout, Brookfield Central. Take a quick break and come back. You're watching W7 Live.
And here comes Gretchen McNeil, Olivia McNeil's sister.
And Natalie's sister.
Germantown girls basketball back in T-minus 46 days, people.
Chen knows, man.
That was epic.
Chen is all over that. That was Gretchen McNeil checking in. Chen, as we call her.
She's counting down the days.
46 days till Germantown basketball is back on the air. I love that. Oh my gosh, I got goosebumps just seeing that.
If you don't know W7, you don't know Germantown Girls Volleyball. I'm Lauren Sitter. I'm Abby Leiker. And W7 is for the girls.
Hey, W7 Live, we are back for second half, and before we get started, I got to say, you know, I am so happy. It sounds so corny to say.
I'm so happy.
I'm so happy. I've seen so many friends today, you know, with the girls and the parents and the coaches, and it's just, I told Braylon Torres' dad, I said, it feels like a big family reunion, like we're all back together again, and it's normal, and, you know, it just feels good. And I saw that, went over and hung out with the Terrian girls a little bit, talked to them. It's been so great today. Just, it's like a big surprise, like one after another, running into people, and that's what makes this so fun for me. Is it, you know, yeah, the games are great, and I love watching the play, of course, but you know, just the relationships are just so amazing, and we're just so blessed and so fortunate to be able to do what we do. And again, so many people say thank you to us, and I appreciate that. And we do work hard, but you know what? I've said it a million times. I'll say it 1,000,001. We take more than we give. I mean, we get so much out of these relationships with these kids, and they go on beyond high school. I mean, I'm still talking to kids that are in college now, even ones that have graduated college. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say. It's just amazing. And Josh Hosley, yeah, you missed a heck of a first half, buddy. Come on now. First game of the year, and you're going to miss the first half?
Boy, how do you follow all that up?
Well, I was thinking to follow up to what Gary said, is there so much truth to what he said? As you and I, as coaches, I mean, after the DS game, 3 kids that I coached showed up and wanted to talk to me.
Yeah.
You know, how many families have you and I just walked to and talked to today? I mean, there's so much more we get out of this.
Here's Coach Todd Hansen from Kettle Moraine showing up for his halftime interview with 20 seconds left.
He's busy, man. We'll do it tomorrow. It's okay. We'll do it tomorrow. Yeah.
Just tell me what, not just any game but mine.
I think that'd be perfect.
I've been doing so much stuff.
I know. I'm tired just watching you. I know how people feel when they watch me going around. I've been watching you all day. I'm like, that must be how I look. Always running around chasing something.
Get rid of all the orange?
There it is. Coach Hansen, right on cue. He timed it perfectly. 20 seconds left of the half. Let's do the interview.
It's all about timing in
That's
life.
right. So we'll just move on and play on.
KK's a little, I don't know, maybe she's just goofing around.
Yeah, she's just talking with her family.
Okay.
She does that so well. Enrique did the same thing.
Yeah, I thought maybe she had like an ankle or something, but she's goofing around.
She's just a polar. And pull up 15-footer.
Never mind.
KK knocks down the jumper. She's got 17 now, of course unofficially. 52-37. DePere, I don't think they expected this, and we didn't. We've talked about it now a couple times. We didn't expect this. Still a lot of ball game left. Offensive rebound, kick out. Jordan Muehlmans! She's up to 27, unofficially.
Sorry, y'all, I had to change the camera, my bad.
27 for Muehlmans. Ball batted around. McNeil, she kept it alive. Wisner underneath, hook shot, good, and the foul. Whiz Kid with a little jump hook.
That was her shot last year.
I'm not going to get into it, but I'm just going to say I think Wiz is going to come with a little attitude this year. I think Wiz has got something to prove, and I'm just going to leave it there like that. If you know her, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't worry about it. She's going to play a little bit of an edge this year, I think.
Wisner up to 16.
Gary, did she play on the golf team this fall?
Yes, she did.
So, I mean, in golf, I mean, it teaches you patience.
Communication. McNeil. Nice. Nat just threw a pass right off the referee's back. No, but the communication on the defensive end, McNeil was directed to take one while Wisner took the other. It was just great communication. Did their job. Ended up with a missed shot. This time they missed the communication. And a layup is good for DePere. And they'll shoot the free throw on the made basket. That was McKenna Shishelic. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong, but I think I'm going to go with it. I mean, you can see where Shishelic. I'm going with it.
Hey, Mike, thanks for checking in. Hey, we love watching her as much as you do, so it's a treat for us. I'm glad you get to watch Baby Sis KK play, and thanks for checking in, bud. Appreciate it.
55-43. Just the start of the second half. Leininger, drive, kick. That's Kella Lobbs out there. Wisner. McNeil.
Nice
little spin. And finish!
10 for 2.
So Lobbs on the floor. Murphy not on the floor. Muehlman's three. No good. McNeil rips down her seventh rebound.
Wiz on the rebound.
Correction, yep.
Drop pass.
And we're going to have a tie-up. It's going to be DePere basketball.
You know, I'm not surprised the level KK's playing at. I am surprised at how everybody else has raised their level from last year. I'm seeing that right now, the role players.
And that was a big question.
It's a huge question.
Mielmans, triple teamed. She kicks it out, 3 on the way, no good. She gets the rebound, ends up in the hands
of KK.
Well, after Bjorgi's miss, it ends up in KK's hands. Open court to the hoop. It's those long strides. It just, you cannot defend it at all.
And that one came right in your living room. You're welcome.
And now a steal. KK picking the pockets, layup good. And she's up to 19.
Kathy, thanks for checking in. Yep, go Claire Bjorgi and the Redbirds.
Correction, 21.
21 for Arnold.
Mielmans, offensive.
That's a charge on Jordan.
Who draws it? Gretchen McNeil. Slid over perfectly, stayed high hands, and took the contact. 61-43, largest lead of the night for Germantown.
Well, Gary has said it right. These kids that didn't play last year, talking about everybody other than KK and Wisner, have stepped their game up today.
Yeah.
Well, and that's a credit to last year's senior class.
It
that
is, no
told
doubt
you,
about it.
That said, you want to play, you got to work, and you work hard. And I'm really impressed by the sophomores that have stepped, and the freshmen that have gotten minutes already.
Right.
Look at Rachel Murphy coming in, hit the 3. I mean, that's amazing.
Well, think about every day in practice who they practiced
Right.
against last year.
Yeah.
KK down the lane, bank, good. And the lead's 20.
Wow.
14:20 remaining. Mielmans 3, no good. Leininger corrals the rebound and pushes. She's got 4 white jerseys.
Ooh, nice
That's a nice little hesitation step there by Leininger.
And she threw it away. Maybe should have hesitated a little more, but then DePere turns around, throws it away. Nope. Yep.
Our buddy Kerry Newcomer checking in. Now it feels like basketball.
Now it's basketball season. That's right.
Better known as KK and
Not KK.
Natalie and Gretchen's grandma. And there's a third one too. There's a baby McNeil. I'm struggling with her name. Somebody's going to tell me in like 2 minutes on the comments.
Step to the left, shot, no good. Manny stepping left, firing.
That was a nice step back.
Yeah.
To the side.
Lob inside, throwing it away. $20-point lead, 13:49 remaining here on GTV, presented by JVB Financial Advisor.
Jay.
What up, Jay?
What up, Jay?
Jalen Acker checking in.
She said, is anyone going to guard KK?
They're trying. She's so much stronger this year.
That is the Riverdance. Jalen Acker from California Baptist University.
Hope Callie Life's treating her well.
Oh, I got a feeling she's doing all right.
I think she's doing okay. Whiz Kid drives.
Oh! Emily Wisner.
The Whiz Kid finish and foul.
Guys, it's a 22-point lead.
And this is a really good DePere team.
It is.
And do you know what the reward is? They get to play Pewaukee tomorrow. The
They
Terrians
get
are up there watching.
They get Pewaukee. Flip side, Germantown gets Hortonville. Wow.
And then take it one step further.
Appleton East and Verona.
I think those are the last 3 games
Should
of
we
the
just
day.
call that the state tournament?
Boy, Todd Hansen, you know how to book them.
That's how you build a tournament.
Whiz up to 19.
She's got to be getting to career high level pretty soon.
I think she's
Inside.
at hers.
Drop step, nice
Nice.
finish. Oh, unable to finish. KK takes it away.
That was Claire Bjorgi. That was a really nice step.
Up ahead, Wisner.
Wisner's last high is 19, Gary.
There we go.
So she's
I
right
asked,
there.
she answers. He's like Google. We'll just call him Google from now on.
Let's not.
Help me.
KK draws the foul.
And
4.
I like you.
Pardon?
I like you. That's it. You're going to have to come up with everything now.
4 players tried to cut off KK there and unable to, and she's going to shoot 2 free throws. So to answer your question, Jay, 4 players. They're trying.
I just want to know how the weather is where she is.
It's a lot warmer than here.
Where Jalen is?
Yeah.
Oh, it's very nice.
It's SoCal, isn't it? I believe it's Southern Cal.
She's in Riverdale, I think, or River something.
Well, it makes perfect sense that the River Dance would go to Riverdale.
Where else would she go?
Free throw good. KK 25 unofficially.
I can see Jalen just roll her eyes from here.
Or she's going to let us know for sure where she is.
Never know about her. That's a foul.
That's going to be on number 5, J.C. Manny. 5'5" freshman.
Number 5, J.C. Manning.
Well, she's 2 hours behind us.
The team's second.
It's only 6 o'clock there.
Yeah. Her day hasn't even started.
Yeah, that's true that.
Travel.
Newcomer, it is good to be back, Terry. You're right. It feels right.
McNeil did such a good job on the ball there.
Coach Jeremy Boyle, what can you do at this point? You just got to hope for the best.
And De Pere has played well. I mean, it's not like they're having an off night. I mean, they have played very well.
I think the turnovers are frustrating,
it's been
but
Jordan Muhlman's obviously, but again, overall, oh my.
Shot no good. De Pere pushes. Little lob. Muhlman's comes down with it and finishes. Oh, it batted out. She gets the ball again and able to finish that time.
She's padding her stats there, Coach. 50%.
3 on the way, no good. Ends up in the hands of Gaz. She finds Wisner, who gets fouled and is going to shoot 2.
Wiz going for a career high if she gets 1 point. She's at her career high right now, tied 19.
Yep. That's where it is. That's what she had last year.
What do you think the conversation will be at the reception tonight, I wonder? There's a little reception following the game for the coaches that we are very nicely invited to, which I definitely will be attending.
Wiz Kid, career high 20.
High Wiz, 20 points.
Well, I got to believe the first is going to be Hortonville's got to be talked about.
No doubt about it. Well, I think the conversation is going to be Germantown, Hortonville, and East and Verona. I mean,
and then Martin Luther might be in that not in that same, but underneath all of that, because they beat a
maybe
Kakana
down
team.
a ways on that.
But they beat Kakana.
They did.
A Division IV school beat a Division I team.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Sarah Ruby in for Germantown.
Look at G getting all fired up over there.
He's right, though. He is right. I mean, Martin Luther, they're not in that same discussion, but they're also a D4, but they came up with a really big win today.
Coach Shields like, hey.
Yeah, right? Don't discredit us.
Don't hate on us.
A little side top side action for Germantown.
She looks just like Karina.
Rudy. Lob pass to KK. 69-45. KK drives. It's going to hit off the hip. That was off the hip of number 30, Lauren Schneider.
The De Pere coach took number 23 off of KK.
Muhlman's. If you're wondering why he keeps saying number 23 and won't say Muhlman's, folks, it's better that way.
We're not allowing him to pronounce names tonight. He's on restriction.
And I listened to my rules well.
Shot.
She had Muhlman's ahead. Jordan was calling for the ball.
Germantown fouled on number 24, Lucy Leininger, her first.
Leininger commits the first foul of the night. Her first foul of the
You're
night.
hit the line, shooting 2.
Free throw. Back iron. Bjorgi gets the second one.
Well, Michigan extended the longest streak in the state with their win to 21. Germantown, unless something crazy happens, will extend theirs to 17, the second longest.
Back into the lineup for De Pere.
And that streak will be put to the test tomorrow night.
Well put. Free throw good. 1 out of 2. You got a point for the possession, but you're going to need more than that. McNeil, skip pass, Rudy. Touch pass. 3. Bank! Late night banking hours as we hit the 8 o'clock hour. Muhlman's Left hand layup good.
As Coach Sippis says, it's not gymnastics. There's no points. There's no style points. It goes in or it doesn't. That's a travel.
72-42 the lead. Ever so briefly, it was 26, the largest of the night for Germantown before the Muleman's layup.
Well, gee, you were right about the first few minutes of the second half. Germantown owned it, and they've run away and hit since then.
Well, yeah.
McNeil stepping in the passing lane, comes away with the steal, up ahead to Murphy. She draws the foul, is going to shoot free throws.
Into your living room, folks.
And into the cameraman's lap.
I think when I coach, the two most important parts of the game are the start of the first half and start of the second half. Those 3 minutes can dictate the game.
Ask DSHA.
Yeah, how true.
Yeah, that was something else. DSHA up 17 at halftime today. Second half, first 7 minutes of the second half, they were outscored 30-3. Timeout on the floor. We're going to take it with them.
Yeah, we'll come back on that.
You're watching GTV, sponsored by JVB Financial Advisor.
GTV, presented by JVB Financial Advisor, is on W7. I'm a financial planner. Started doing this 36 years ago, back in 1985. What my best clients say I do for them is help them feel comfortable about their money and about their insurance protection. Work with young people that are just out of college and just getting started, to people that are nearing retirement, or some that are already in retirement. There's no obligation, there's no fees or anything like that. We just like to have a conversation and see if it makes sense to sit down and maybe talk about things a little further.
This year.
Murphy shooting 1 more.
We are back live. Our buddy Leah Shavy checking in, saying, "Let's go, Chen." Miss you, Leah. We had a great season with you, kiddo. We really enjoyed getting to meet you and get to know you this year, and being part of Germantown girls volleyball. It was very special for us.
Well, I'll tell you, speaking of Germantown volleyball, my favorite thing is when Gretchen McNeil came over to you and said, "Whatever."
The mic.
Yeah, there's so many days left to play basketball before basketball.
Yeah.
I thought that was the coolest thing.
Nice dish.
Muleman's rolls off.
Justin Ishii checking in.
Up ahead pass. Murphy. Finish. Rachel Murphy. And the lead is 29. KK commits a foul.
Carrie, you're right about that number 13, and we are singing her praises tonight, and rightfully so.
Well, we know KK will get the player of the game for Germantown, but man, oh man, that second one's going to be another dogfight like we had last game. Who do we pick? KK takes a seat. Lob over the top.
It's a 29-point lead.
We'll see what DePere can do with KK on the bench.
Probably better.
Inside. Blocked by Leininger. Lucy said, "Get it out of here," and is off to Pier, and it's going to go the other way.
I'm liking Lucy Leininger. I'm liking watching her play. She looks sweet and just, thin and just, not real imposing, but she kind of had a little chip on her shoulder out there.
She's playing within herself.
Into the corner, lobs. There's a double team available, and they kind of sagged on it. You saw the same thing I did. You're right, and they were halfway. You're exactly right. You're told that as a coach. You either do it or you don't, because if you do that, you usually get beat.
Yeah. Well, because somebody's open.
Correct.
Ding, 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 ding.
But I don't use it in my every terminology.
Well, we are picking on G big time tonight. He's a good sport.
3 on the way, no good.
That was a
Leininger rebound out to Murphy, no good. Another offensive rebound, lobs this time. She gets it to Whiz Kid. Emily dribbles it out, finds Leininger quarter.
Launch.
Corner 3, no good. That's off to Pier. Ooh, and there's the double team throwing it up. And they get away, and they've got a breakout, 2-on-1. Kick out, Muleman's 3, no good. Rebound, Murphy, she pushes, crosses the timeline.
I think she's tired now.
Wisner has it blocked. I think a lot of people are tired, including us.
Oh yeah, but I think
I think you're right.
23
Muehlmans is running out of steam.
Yeah, I mean,
because she had to guard KK. It was to your point. Good pass inside. That's just a silly foul. That's a foul right there because you're tired.
Right.
Leininger just, instead of stepping into that, just kind of swatted at it. Commits the foul.
Step into the pass. She just.
Her second. The team's fifth.
And look at Muehlmans grabbing her hips and.
Yeah, she's huffing and puffing. It's tough.
And I can understand that.
Absolutely.
At the pace that Germantown plays and to cover arguably the best player in the state.
I think you start removing the word arguably here pretty soon.
Well, she is the best player in the state.
Tie up, it's going to stay here Germantown's way.
Gary, I just don't like the way they vote for the players.
No, I get it. Yeah, no.
But I understand why they do.
I do. Yeah, yep.
But
You're the man with the mic. You say it, it's happening, okay? So you say she's the best because of all the people in the state, there aren't many that can say they've seen up close and personal the best of the best. Because the other discussion is Arike Agunbowale. And I don't think anybody's going to argue either way.
Correct.
Whiz Kid for three.
And you're right about that, Ed. I've been fortunate to see the two best for a lot of games live. And those are the two best players that ever played in my estimation.
They're different style players as well.
Right.
30-second timeout. We're going to take it with them. You're watching GTV, a W7 production.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
Back live, 80-50, a 30-point lead.
The pair is extending the court now.
And a century is on the horizon.
They may get hurt by a running clock.
No, nothing like that. Muehlmans to the hoop and harm and foul.
Germantown foul number 23, Emily Wisner.
Well, I got to tell you, I mean, and I hate to be that guy, but I mean, I was dead wrong in my pregame thinking of what I thought would possibly happen tonight. It's a complete 180 to what I thought.
Well, we didn't know what those role players were going to be. We didn't know who was going to step up and help out.
We knew KK was going to be KK, but, you know, Lucy Leininger and Emily Wisner and Rachel Murphy.
KK, the hoop, the harm, the foul.
Well, and
that's the story of the night.
Right,
it really is.
It is, because you have two stars on the floor, one on each team, 23 and KK. You know they're going to get their points. It's what the rest of them were going to do.
How many points does Muehlmans have for De Pere?
24, 27.
I've got her at 33.
She's got 60% of the team's points.
Right.
Am I right? Is that 33?
It's 34.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I forgot about the three-point play.
33, 34.
Yeah. Tomato.
I mean, she's a really good player.
KK has maybe 30% of Germantown's. That's the difference.
Wisner, no good. Murphy rebounds.
So, what a pass! KK to Wisner!
KK's got 28.
That was a next-level pass. I got goosebumps, seriously.
Well, Gary, when we did the thing on Monday, KK signing, and I talked to KK's mom, I talked to her about KK reminds me so much of Arike when they were in high school. Arike will give the ball to anybody if they're open. And even if that person misses and doesn't do it well, if she's open again, KK gets her the ball. And Arike had that knack. And I think that's such a when you're at their level, to keep their teammates involved.
McNeil out to KK. 3 on the way. No good.
Muleman's on the board. Claire Bjorgi on the last basket for De Pere.
Another jump hook. Bjorgi again.
I wonder if the gas on some of the kids from Germantown right now.
Oh, my goodness. A little loop-de-loo. Let me finish the layup. Wow. Incredible. We are seeing a great show by 2 great scorers. And there's a foul.
I got to ask this. Is the Germantown crowd and I don't know, maybe De Pere, are we already that spoiled that seeing KK make a move like that, there is not like gasps and ohs, oohs and ahs? Because I didn't even hear that. I'm like, do you realize how difficult a play like that is? It's become like commonplace.
And she makes it look that simple. Free throw, rattles around and out. Emily Wisner with the rebound.
I mean, this is a 16-year-old kid.
Oh.
KK, great pass. McNeil, finish.
Chen from KK.
She broke that kid's ankles that was covering her.
Listen to G dropping vernacular.
Well,
G dropping dimes all over the floor.
It's the truth.
Little jumper off the mark. Murphy.
Doesn't she look just like on the floor? She looks like Karina.
Oh, a little hesitation up and under, no good. That's going to stay right here. Rudy and Gaz back on the floor for Germantown.
I can't see Sarah without seeing her behind the camera.
She did such a wonderful job for us last year.
She did.
And she enjoyed doing it for us.
I'm glad to see her out there. She deserves it.
Basketball fiend, loves the game.
Oh.
I think they're going to get
KK.
Germantown foul on number
that was
1,
cheap.
KK Army.
No, they're both laughing about it. Look at him. He's high-fiving the ref.
She got the high-five with the ref. KK, you take the cake, man. You are something else.
Well, she and Jordan were laughing.
Yep.
So she walked over to the ref, said, yeah, you got me, you got me. But that's 4 on her.
Replaces McKenna Schelsek.
Her charisma level has just like exploded. I mean, really. And again, this is part of the traveling, seeing the world, being around different people, different cultures. This is what happens when you get exposed to things like that.
Well, and she's committed. So it isn't like she's still looking where to go, even though it didn't matter if she did it this year or next year. I think when kids commit to schools, it takes a lot of pressure off of them.
Do they want 100, do you think? Are they aware of it? Do you think they want it?
Oh, yeah, they want it. Wisner out to Rudy. Corner 3, Gaz. No good. Rudy gets her hands on it, but it ends up in the hands of KK. She goes baseline by everybody. Drop pass and finish. Whiz kid. Oh, gee, we get to watch this. Rudy with the steal. Drop pass. Wisner. Good. Rudy with a little pep in that step with that steal and drop dime.
Seriously,
She's
you
got
guys.
26.
The Whiz Kid does?
The Whiz Kid has 20
This is
points.
unreal. Get it out of here. Gaz with the block. Up ahead.
26 against
Manny, left-hand layup, rolls off.
against the quality opponent.
JC Manny rolls it off. She is mad, but she gets a steal. Can she get the layup this time? Oh, fading away. Gets it! Oh, and good!
Look at Germantown's bench. That's what it's about.
Look at
Wiz.
That's her first high school basket. And that was, oh man.
JC Manny.
Number 22, Josie Plishka.
Oh my goodness.
Manny shooting 1.
What a treat.
Free throw. Oof. She's a little too amped.
You guys get a whole season of this.
It's just Manny nearly picked Muleman's pocket.
KK and Wisner out of the game now.
Foul, good.
And basket.
Little jump hook from Sophie Hafman.
Yeah, Drew Pellin, you're right. I mean, this is impressive, but you know what? New Berlin Eisenhower was pretty darn impressive this morning. Hunter Comer and crew, nice game. Bryn Furstenberg had a fantastic game for Ike this morning.
That foul on number 22, Josie Pliska. Josie in the books. Hafman, free throw. Back iron. Batted around. Ends up in the hands of Lobs. Rudy crosses the timeline. 3:25 remaining. 94-62. Germantown up. Lobs three. Got it! They were behind on a basket. It was
It's 90.
It's 97.
They got a really good chance.
They're getting a Hyundai.
Wow.
Lobs into the
Are
corner.
you talking about the car or the Hyundai?
Ooh, foul on the floor. Otherwise, that shot was going up. Pliska was lining it up.
You guys, Lobs on that shot. That ball had ice on it when it came down.
But correct me if I'm right. Germantown didn't score 100 points last year with that team.
No, they didn't. They did not score 100 points last year.
It was 2 years ago they scored a couple hundred a game. Wow.
Amber Cephalou checking in for Germantown. Free throw, no good. Cephalou bats it out to Rudy. Jump hook, no good.
Sarah.
(97-62).
And I was going to talk to you in this game, Ed. Coach Stuvey doesn't scrimmage anybody. And this is their first game.
This is their first game.
Yeah, I mean...
The Germantown student section.
Standing up, pointing down at the floor.
They all did it in unison that they were that she stepped out of bounds.
They're all wearing like the hunter gear.
Their deer hunting gear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is hunting season.
They had that in Waupun. It was camouflage night.
Uh-huh.
The Waupun kids were saying, "We can't hear you," to the Laconia kids. The Laconia kids replied back, "We can't see you."
That Waupun team is pretty good.
Very good, yes.
Emily Kolda checking in for Germantown. Ball rattled around. Ends up in the hands of DePere. Inside. Hafman rolls off.
They're letting them play now.
Yeah, we're trying to get.
They should.
Melissa McNeil Adams has checked in. I'm going to read this to you at the next break. This is great.
We're not going to have a next break. 2:15 remaining. 3 on the way. No good.
Ooh. Who's wearing number 11? What is that about? How's that number still not retired?
She's the leading scorer of all time.
Emily Kolda?
Not much longer.
No.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right about that.
Under a little over 400 points away. She'll break it this year.
She might break it next week.
And Emily Kolda's a buddy of ours, but Emily, you better work for that with that number 11, kiddo.
Free throw rattles off.
That is sacred. You're on sacred ground.
Yes.
Hey, Melissa McNeil Adams, we asked earlier if there was a baby McNeil. She said we're watching the Germantown game right now, and you mentioned something about a baby McNeil. There's actually two. Two of Gretchen's aunts, Aunt Katie and Aunt Missy, had babies last year. One baby is named Georgia, and the other one is named after a volcano in Iceland. Signed with a smile, Gretchen's Aunt Missy. Or the girls.
McNeil, Natalie McNeil.
Yeah.
Career score at Germantown, 1,593. KK entering tonight was at 1,088.
KK will destroy that this year.
KK is going to yes. And McNeil was a really, really good player.
But, to that point, I want to just say something. Not that it's all about physicality with KK or physical gifts and talents, but I mean, seriously, Natalie was what, 5'7", 120 pounds. I mean, not super fast, not super quick.
Way long. They're trying to get that Hyundai.
She got every ounce out of that body possible, every ounce. And a lot of it was just pure sweat.
I agree. I mean, she was, when she played at Germantown, she was the player of the year 3 years in a row.
Actually, the third year,
She
Anna
lost.
Mortag got
that's
it.
right. You're right.
But
She lost a big chunk of that senior
Still,
season,
I
that
mean-
closing season. Yeah.
that was all just just pure determination.
2 shots for Olivia Wall.
And
Yeah.
to date,
Heart, savvy.
yeah, you're right. To date, I still haven't seen anybody go beyond what Natalie McNeil did in her career at Germantown.
Well, our discussion on Monday when we were both leaving, you said to me, she's the hardest working kid you ever saw.
Yeah.
And I said to him, harder than Jaden O'Brien, and he said when it comes to basketball, it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
And that blew me away when he said that, because
Jade-
I thought Jaden worked hard.
She did.
But when Gary told me, because Gary knows more about
She-
basketball than most of us.
She was in the top 3 in points, rebounds, and assists.
Yeah.
Rebounds.
Yeah,
She's a guard.
yeah. And you had a
Rebound, basket, good. Lauren
Didn't you have something
Schneider.
on her about her St. Louis scoring a 3 or something in
Yeah,
the game?
yeah.
I thought was awesome.
Down the lane, left hand layup, good. Amber Cephalou, you are on the scoreboard. And officially a varsity player.
Everybody wants this 100th point. Look at the students over there for Germantown.
Well, the bench is
Parents, the
going
bench.
nuts. Hafman, turnaround, no good. Ball batted around. 50 seconds
How
remain.
great would it be to see Sarah get that 100th point?
Shot, it's going to stay here.
They may not get it back.
Stick around. We have to come up with somebody between WizKid, McNeil,
Take your pick.
Leininger. I mean, oh my.
A nice look inside.
Ball bat around, and that's
And you know, I just want to say again, this is totally not disrespect to De Pere. It really, I hope it doesn't
Absolutely
come across
not.
that way. And I know we've been talking about Germantown a lot tonight, but that's just what we are and what we do. But again, we love the Redbirds, and I'm looking forward to coming to see those guys.
And they're going to be good. Agreed.
Germantown foul on number 44, Danica Goss. Her first.
40 seconds to go, 99-66.
Danica Gaz with the foul.
And you're right about the Pier, Gary. They were 24-3 last
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
And they're
23-4, yeah.
Yeah, and they're going to be good this year.
Yeah.
They just ran into a buzzsaw tonight. And that happens during the year.
GMC, get ready.
This crowd's starting to go nuts. They can feel it. Kick out, Rudy. Extra pass, three.
Launch.
Got it!
Look at the bench.
Josie Pliska! And the bench is going nuts. Other than Coach Stuvey. Stoic as ever. Bless him.
Well, that's why I think he's a great coach.
Pass inside, off the mark.
He has one temperature.
His demeanor is the same.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Good,
Pliska
bad,
up
or
ahead.
indifference.
Gaz, skip pass, Rudy. Look at Rudy making extra pass. Cephalou at the buzzer. Stick around for our W7 players of the game.
Fans
we ever forget.
I know. We are back with our players of the game. All right. Before we go forward and talk about tonight, let's talk about last year. How was that gold ball?
It's hard to even put into words what that meant for all of us and like how great of an accomplishment that was.
So you know what that's like now, and now you're carrying it forward. Now everybody's coming after you. You're going to get the best of the best from your opponents. You knew that coming into tonight. You have no scrimmages. You haven't had a game into tonight. Yeah, you put up $1.05 on the scoreboard. It was starting to burn. It was getting a little warm on this side. What have your practices been like? I'll start with you on this side, Gretchen.
I feel like since we definitely have a lot younger team this year, it's just creating a new energy than we had last year, you know, kind of rebuilding, just, I don't know, kind of that togetherness that we had because none of us have ever really played together.
Sure.
So I think that was what was important in practices, kind of getting to know each other and creating an energy that we want to keep throughout the season.
You've committed to Carroll. Yeah. How much of a relief? Yeah, give it up for that. Come on. Oh! You're playing next level basketball. How much of a relief was that? Just to get that out of the way so you can just go play basketball. Be you.
Yeah, that's the reason why I did it before the season started because I just wanted to go out and not have to have anything like hang over my head or worry about anything. So it's definitely a big relief.
Let's go back this side. What are practices like for you guys? How intense are they? Not so much, a little bit?
Well, I say at the beginning, it was a little rocky. You know, we're still getting used to each other, but throughout the week, it definitely got a lot better as it progressed. Sorry, my husky was just touching me. Baby husky.
That husky being KK. She's off in the distance over there. All right, so you put up $1.05 tonight. You beat a very good De Pere team. You guys were ranked number 6 in the state. They were ranked number 7 in the state. The game before you was Hortonville. Last year, New Year's Eve, we're up at Hortonville. That was the most intense half of basketball, that first half of basketball. Second half, you came out on fire, blew them out of the water. They're going to be coming after you, and that's a really good team.
Yeah.
What do you expect from them?
A hard zone. They always work really hard on the defensive end, so we just have to be patient, be strong with the ball, and get our shots, not take the shots they want us to take. And I feel like if we do those things, we'll like the outcome.
Seems pretty simple. Game 1 in the books for Germantown. They are 1-0. They have won 17 in a row. How's this feel?
Great.
There you go. Our co-players of the game are Jolly Good Soda. Players of the game. Go ahead. They wanted to crack it open so badly. Gretchen McNeil, Emily Wisner. You've been watching W7 presented by JVB Financial Advisor. And before we close this out, who do we do this for?
For the girls!